I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. Hey! And that's the message that Kandi got for Carlos King, honey. She ain't fucking with him, honey. And we gonna talk about it. You ready? Let's go. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Hampton Spears. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about Kandi on her Speak On It, saying that she ain't got a relationship with Carlos King no more. She said, You know when Kandi does that, you know it's some shit, honey. Look, Phaedra tried to tell us that the producers put that little bug in her ear, and you know what? I believe it. I believe it because I don't think Phaedra came up with that on her own, honey. And it was Carlos King. It was Carlos King. And I'm curious to know what Phaedra and Carlos King's relationship is, if they still talk. Now, I haven't seen any pictures of them together lately on social media. I haven't seen any, but I could be wrong. Do y'all know if they've had any correspondence lately? Are they cool, or do they not even interact no more? Let me know in the comments. But, yeah, I don't think Phaedra came up with that. I think Carlos, you know what I think? I don't think Carlos really thought it was going to blow up the way it did. I think he probably thought it would be a jokey thing. But I think it just spun out and got out of control, right? I really, really do. And Phaedra, unfortunately, was the front man, but not really the front man. She took it and put it on Portia. She put that shit on Portia. And I honestly feel like Portia should have had enough sense to say, you know what? I'm not about to go on national television and say that this bitch tried to drug me and tried to take me back to her house. That seems like slander. And also, why did the RHOA producers even air that shit? If I was Kandi, I would have a big issue, because to me, they had enough like drama and shit taking out that whole situation. Season 9 was a good season. It's one of my favorite seasons. But I don't know why production did that to her. And maybe Kandi was like, look, it's either I go or Carlos King goes. And I guess they chose Carlos King. And, you know, I'll be honest, Carlos King did add a little pop, a little je ne sais quoi to Real Housewives. I mean, he was there from the beginning, right? I think he was there from the beginning. And that's when the magic happened with Real Housewives. Later seasons haven't really been that good. Season 10, 11, 12, 13 was the worst season for me last season. But this season is actually really, really good. I don't know if they shook up, you know, the producers or whatever, but they're doing really, really good this season. You know, there's a lot of chatter about maybe, you know, Phaedra's going to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I personally do not think so, because she always says, I'm not going backwards, I'm going forwards. If anything, there's a better chance of her going on the Real Housewives of Dubai. But I heard that might be canceled. I don't know how the ratings are with that season. I heard they were underwhelming. But I think Phaedra coming back would spice up the show Real Housewives of Dubai. But it really spiced up the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I want to see Phaedra and Kandi kind of have not a reconciliation, but a conversation. One-on-one, no other people, like just one-on-one real talk, but on camera, honey. But on camera. But Phaedra don't want to talk about it. She does not want to talk about the situation, and she hasn't really addressed it in interviews, and Kandi hasn't really either. And I'd be curious to know if they've had any conversations off camera about this situation. But yeah, you know, I think the fans, I'm sure Bravo has offered Phaedra a cute coin to come back. Not even cute, a beautiful, gorgeous coin, honey. I'm thinking in the 5 figures, honey. Definitely over $1 million. Phaedra, you know what? I bet if Phaedra, if they offered Phaedra like $5 million, would they take it? Or even $10 million? Ooh, child, did you hear about Portia? Remember that they offered her $5 million to come back? I don't know. But to me, Portia doesn't really add that much to the show. She irritates me. I don't know. Like, is it just me? Like, she really, really irritates me. I've never really cared for her. She's just there. I mean, she does add some drama, but she is less than smart. But she is eye candy for those who, you know, like women. You know, she's She brings youth to it, even though she's really not that young. She just looks really young. I think Portia's like 40 or something like that. I don't know. Let me check real quick. How old is Portia Williams?
Portia Williams is 41 years old.
Oh wow, she's 41 years old. She looks damn good. Like, she looks really damn good. Can we just put I'm gonna put a picture up right now. You go get a screenshot right now. That's a bad bitch for 41. Yes, honey. Yes. Portia, you giving me life, honey. But I'm not a fan of you on the show, but you be looking real good. You be looking real good. Like, who am I fangirling the most, like, right now for Real Housewives of Atlanta? There's no one really on the cast, and I'm like, ooh, I'm on this person's side. But I guess maybe Kenya this season. That seems to be the person that I'm, like, on their side with. And I'd be curious to know, they shot the reunion, okay. They shot the reunion, and I'm curious to know the fashions, by the way. And I wonder who's going to sit next to Andy. Because I'm kind of curious, right? And you know, Kenya hasn't sat next to Andy since the... Did she sit next to Andy on the last one? She might have sat next to him on season 13, but before that, she has not sat next to him since season 9. No, season 8. Because after the whole Apollo drama situation, like, she kind of like, but I guess Mark kind of resurrected it. But I just feel like there's other people that contribute more to the show now. I think Marlo is definitely going to sit next to Andy, I think. But who is the other person? Who do y'all think? But yeah, so it's a lot going on. It's interesting to see, you know, what's going to happen. A lot of people think, you know, Nene is going to come back, or they want Nene to come back. I don't think people think Nene's going to come back, because I think we know that bridge is burned. And the longer Nene stays off that show, I feel like the less relevant she gets. And it's just sad. What do they say? Pride comes before the fall. That's Lenithia Monique Leaks, honey. Prideful, egotistical, just a lot, you know. Sad. I'd be curious to know how Marlo and Nene's friendship is. I know Marlo is speaking very fondly of Nene. I don't think Nene has spoken that fondly of Marlo. Nene has never been to me like a really good friend. Like, I feel like she expects loyalty, you know, from her friends to her, but not the other way around. And I feel like that's kind of why, like, she's sort of, I don't think she has a really big circle. And my favorite YouTuber, Funky Dineva, says, like, he side-eye her because she only hangs around, like, younger gays that are, like, not on her level and are kind of like minions to her. So it's like she kind of has this insecure feeling to where it's like, I need to be on top. I need to be the queen bee. I feel like it became like a problem on RHOA when she kind of like stopped getting those big deals, stopped getting, you know, her own shows and getting fired from the own shows, and she became less and less poppin'. And the real poppin' one that was making moves, I mean, was Kandi. I mean, Portia was doing shit. Yeah, I mean, they got bigger brands and shit than Nene at this point, and I don't think she could take that. And I think that's sort of why she acted the way she did. You know, and I do think the fact that her husband was dying of cancer had something to do with it. But then again, what did she do? She fucking treated him like shit while he had cancer. Threatened to leave him when he had cancer. We know fucking another man when he had cancer. Maybe they had, you know, an agreement. I don't know, but for me, if I'm married, right, and I truly love this person, I don't think I would even want to cheat. Like, just for the sheer respect, even though I could, I just don't think I would. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you ought to do something, right? Because I feel like people always have this, well, I can do what I want. Shit, I have the freedom, so you ain't gotta like it. And it's like, no, we don't live in a vacuum, and I think people's actions do affect them. And I think Greg probably, that shit, you know, deep inside was like, you know what? Ow, I really wish you would have, like, stayed faithful to me. I don't know. But you know, Nene would not have put up with that from Greg. I mean, she fucking divorced him and then remarried him, like, fucking a year and a half later. You know, some people think that was, you know, fake and for a storyline of a show and a free wedding and a free special. Maybe so. I mean, Nene... And, you know, Carlos King... Well, Funky Dineva says a producer that is close to the show, which I think is Carlos King, said that Nene Leakes is not producible outside of fighting and drama. Because think about it, all Nene's famous like one-liners and catchphrases have been like an argument. Close your legs to married men. Trash box. All this shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit it's just all an argument. So if you notice like when she's not arguing and like homebody, you know, being with her family and shit, or just Greg or whatever, she is boring as fuck. Like, is it just me? I just think she's really boring as fuck when she's not arguing with people. But yeah, but who do I think is bringing it this season the most in terms of good drama? Drew is bringing it. I think Drew might get the next seed. Drew is bringing it this season because she truly, like, the whole Ralph thing is gold. I think Ralph might be the new Apollo. I really do. I really think that he might be the next Apollo. And when is Apollo gonna show up this season? I want to see because he still hasn't shown up. Ooh, that's gonna be good because I know he talking with Sheree and I wonder what they gonna talk about. It's gonna be real interesting. Apollo is so fine. Oh, he is so fine. Oh my God, I love Apollo so much. But Ralph is fine too. I think Apollo be a little bit more on my list than the Ralph right here. Because, But Ross, Sanya husband, he all the way down here because he a bitch talking about... I can't even stand up because I'm going to be out of frame. Sorry, y'all. Nobody disrespect my wife. Shut the fuck up, ho. Go run. Run somewhere. Run with yourself, bitch. And shit. Sanya, you and Ross go run off the show. Run off the damn show. I hope so. Do you think she's going to be a one-season wonder? I think she is going to be a one-season wonder. Unless these next few episodes she really brings it. Because you know they money fucked up. Their money fucked up. Like Cray Cray Huddy, they money is fucked up. I wonder who the second richest person on that show is besides Kandi. Would it be Marlo? How much did that old white man give her? I really and does she still have a white man? No, does she even have a man? You know, there's been rumblings that she really do be having a man, but she don't be putting her business like that out in the streets. Now, Marlo, that's some pump fake shit, okay? You gonna go and put everybody's business out there, but you don't want people to go, oh, see, no. At least Kenya be getting in other people's business while simultaneously we getting in her business. Because Mark made her look like boo-boo the fool. Ooh, Mark is another sexy one. I can't choose between Mark and Apollo. Ooh, they both fine as fuck. And BTW, Drew's wigs have really been on point this season. I'm loving that blonde she has. That is a really good shade of blonde. It matches her skin tone. I love. Drew is looking good. Drew, if you just got your body right, you'd be snatched. But then again, you've had 2 kids, and I've seen, you know, pictures and videos of you younger. You a bad bitch, honey. I mean, you got to be a bad bitch to land Ralph. Okay, because Ralph alpha. He's an alpha man. Ooh. And that's what I need, an alpha man to take. Ooh. Ooh, I'm so thirsty. Does he have tattoos, Ralph? If he has tattoos, ooh. I love a muscular man with some tattoos, honey. I really be doing it. Ooh. Yes, but y'all, this was a messy situation. Okay, Kandi dropped the real tea and confirmed a lot of suspicions that we all thought, honey. Carlos King is a messy bitch and he's a snake. And if you notice, he was on TGIF, Carlos King, back when the show first started, right? And when he came on the show, Al Reynolds, his whole vibe switched up. Al Reynolds act like he did not like Carlos King, right? He did not like Carlos King. Now, I don't know if it was because of that situation or maybe they had, previously had some romantic entanglements. I mean, I don't know. But I could actually see them doing that. I heard Al Reynolds is a freako. Well, we know Al Reynolds took all of Star Jones' money, okay? Al Reynolds was fine as fuck too back in his heyday. I really do, I really do. And I didn't like him on TGIF at first. To me, like, it was like weird. But now I do like him on TGIF. I think TGIF, the three, are really good. And even Claudia, I thought Claudia was kind of like, but I've grown on Claudia as well. You know, Funky Dineva is my main person. Like, I love me some Funky Dineva. He's my inspiration for this YouTube channel, honey. Except I don't wear the wigs, honey. I don't wear the wigs, but yeah. Anyway, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell button so you can be locked into when I upload on this channel. And I will see you on the next what? The next video.